power and HR. Today I am not going to give you a lot of technical discussions because my subject is very interesting, little bit forgotten also these days, but it is also important. So before we start the presentation and talking to you, Start Energy is, you see there the right back, we have the minerals, mining, power and few new projects coming in district of Raigad and Vizag. But very surprisingly my subject is not on the technical side, but certainly the after effects of technology which we are going to face, we are facing also, is that envisioning a sustainable society, technology and business perspective, which I will talk to you for another, let's say, 20-22 minutes. I would start with a small story because when I was 22 years old, working with Indian Petrochemicals Corporation, which is erstwhile Reliance organization now, I had been posted in Baroda, and later than that I was in Mumbai for a new project at Nagodne. We used to pass from Bandra, and Bandra is a place, and Chembur is a place in Mumbai where you will see a lot of huge dumps, piles of garbage. They keep dumping landfills. That time I never realized, never understood actually what's called a landfill. In engineering we had studied landfill, but we never saw a landfill. I first time saw a landfill near Chembur and Bandra. A lot of dozers and dumpers continue to move, filling and filling. And we used to pass the road, there was smell coming, not a good environment, not a good climate. And we pass through, go to the township at Nagodne, far away from Mumbai, around 90 kilometers out. Good place, good small village, company's beautiful township, surroundings. But slowly the work went on. I became from engineer to senior engineer, and then slowly the mind started opening. What is called garbage? What is called landfill? What is called dumpings? But it really took me around 10 years to realize, a decade to realize that where this dumping, the landfills, the garbage comes from. Very simple. The first thing which happens is we consume a lot of things. We ourselves eat a lot of things, the industry consumes a lot of raw material. A lot of garbage comes out of it, which is generally remaining most of the time untreated. Today I would not say the whole thing is untreated, but that time, 25 years back, now it is, I'm almost 48 years. 25 years back, we saw all these things, and the realization came, and I started thinking, what goes wrong, and where there is so much production. The economist's purview, economics perspective on the GDP of the country was simple. Consume more, why do you produce more? Because you consume more, so you produce more. That is how the GDP of the organization, GDP of the country, and the global GDP comes in. But what happens, if you see what I have written, the first, how much is enough? We consume, we produce, we consume, we produce, and we make a lot of garbage. And the question came, how much is enough? So what we call enough? We need things for consumption, and the literal meaning of consumption is burned up, worn out, replaced, discarded at an ever increasing rate. The globe, the country, the organization started filling up the ever increasing rate of the garbage and untreatable things. And the most neglected subject in the industry, in the country, remained the consumption. Because the only two things were being discussed since last 30, 40 years, and today also, population growth and technological change. But the consumption, focus on the consumption remained in the backseat. People kept silent. Silence is not a surprising idea here. I have written here, silence is not surprising. But breaking this silence, focusing back onto the consumptions of people, the society, the industry was, and right now also, very difficult. People are, a lot of countries still keeping quiet, a lot of societies keeping quiet, where the consumption has come from and what goes wrong with the garbage. You will see, if you see the history, 25 years back, quarter of a century, in European countries, America, US, now in our own country. A society which is called an elite class started being called as consumer society. And this consumer society, lot of consumptions of various items, not only eatables. Eatables are at least treatable. They can convert into manure and go back to the earth back without damaging the biosphere. But what goes wrong in industries? And this elite class started consuming more diesels because when the salaries increase, when the compensations increase, they also increase consumptions of non-treatable items like cars, automobiles, and then diesels, petrol, and lot of environment pollution and fossil fuel consumption started. If you see, under the same heading, how much is enough, I have shown the present perspective. The frustration already started happening around the globe. You must have already read the papers of Copenhagen news. But what I want to say today is to kind of appeal to all of the people here. It's not a technical session, it's kind of appeal an issue raised by me because we may not be able to find the answers completely. But when we have the issues, we can think. The perspective is, let's channel this frustration into some creation. Because I have given the underlying things. Consumption, in contrast, is almost universally seen as good indeed, the economist point of view. Increasing it is a primary goal of national economic policy. So you see, world around, globe around, everywhere GDP has to increase to make more profits. That is why the economist point of view is consume more, produce more. Consumption levels exemplified in 2 decades, the highest achieved by civilization in human history. They manifest the full flowering of new form of human society, which I told you earlier, the consumer society. Soaring consumptions lines that track the rise of the consumer society. Another perspective, surging indicators of environmental damage, environmental harm. Consumer society's exploitation of resources like threatens to exhaust, poison, unalterably disfigure total forests, soil, water and air. But the important thing is, after so much consumptions, productions, and getting so much compensations, world around, globe around, the next point, psychological evidence shows that the relationship between consumption and personal happiness is yet weak. People are not happy. People are not yet happy with what kind of automobiles we make, what kind of consumptions we still do. Now what is the solution? Presently, or we will say